Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla technical analysis. Today we will talk about Tesla price actions over the last couple of days and the last week. And then we can project out to see where Tesla could go by the end of the week and early next week. Technical analysis is a very much short-term price action analysis and prediction of probabilities. And I'm happy to share with you what I see. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Here's the daily chart for Tesla. It ended the day yesterday at $838.30. The volume yesterday was 74%, and today we are heading into Friday, March 11. Tesla is slightly below 200 days SMA. And 200 days SMA is at $842. The day before, it ended today above 200 days SMA at around $860. So I really want to see Tesla ends the week above $842. The next resistance is 853, and then above that we have 879 and then 904. So until Tesla can end strongly above 853, I want to say that Tesla is still flirting around the bearish territory, and the bears are still currently in control. Let me take a look at the weekly chart to see what story is it telling here. Once again, we see a very long wick to the downside, touch 50 weeks SMA, which is the yearly average for Tesla. 2 weeks ago, it touched all the way down to about $700 level, and then has reversed from there. Last week, Tesla did try to make a big comeback at around 890, but could not hold that level, and ended the week right around 200 days SMA. So this week, I'd like to see the story that Tesla will end the week well above 200 days SMA, hopefully at around $860 for it to have any hope of a continuance to the upside next week. Here's the hourly chart for Tesla. It seems to be consolidating for a few days now. The low point was about $696, and this was 2 Thursdays ago. And then it starts spiking back up. At the high point was about $890. So that is a swing of almost $100 within a few days there. And then it has been consolidating in the range between $870 down to $796. As you can see, the support line here, that is 50 week SMA, which is a very strong support, almost yearly support for Tesla, and it bounced right off of that. So the trading range for today on the upper end is $856, which right now pre-market is already at $848. The middle pivot point is $834, and the bottom pivot point is $790. The reason the bottom pivot point is so low is because it has high volatility, and pivot is a math for the last 2 days, both price range and volatility. So based on volatility of the last day, it determined that the bottom pivot point could reach to $790. Now, as you can see here, Tesla did make a comeback, a mini comeback yesterday when it was on the low of the day at around $810. Ended the day all the way up to $838. So that is that was a $28 move. And today pre-market, it continued to spike further. We have a few days ago, we have good news coming out of China with China sales over 55,000, or I believe, or 56,500 vehicles. That is slightly below January sales, but February had Chinese New Year, which caused the factory to shut down, as well as the fact that February had 3 days less than January. So it makes sense that it is slightly below January sales. I don't think that is any cause for concern. I think for March, it will blow everything out of the water and top all estimates and make a new record for China delivery. In the US, that is a very optimistic story with Austin coming online. So that is also a reason for celebration in March. And after all, we are 1/3 of the way through March. So it is 20 more days before we potentially could see very, very good news coming out of Tesla as far as delivery is concerned. As I'm recording this message pre-market on March 11, VIX is slightly down, futures are up, the 10-year treasury is flat, and so I feel like today we're going to have a relatively green day. And that's probably explaining why Tesla has a potentially $10 gap up at open. Keep in mind that the resistance right now is 853, and then the pivot point is 858. So Tesla might gap up and hit either one of these points, 853 or 858, and retrace a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla retouched $842 and potentially down to 833 before it decides where to go. So I don't really see Tesla touching 796 today, given the macroeconomics environment. But keep in mind that yesterday volume and the day before volume, let me go back to the daily chart here, was low. So for 2 days in a row, Tesla volume was really low. However, on both days, there were a lot of buyers, evidence in the green bar here on both days. Even the day before, volume hit 100%, and there was also majority, although not predominantly, buyers volume. So I believe that Tesla is very much wanting to reverse. In order for it to fully reversed and for the bulls to be back in control, Tesla needs to stay above $936, which is 50 days SMA. Until it gets there, it is a consolidation range between 936 and 842, assuming it gets to above 842 by the end of the week or by the end of today. As far as options trading, I think that there's an opportunity to enter a long-term call option when Tesla is still below $842. However, it has to stay above 796. When it gets to below 796, it gets really nervous, even though here when it gets to, it got to 700 in reverse, right? To me, the bull play is not anything below 796. For as long as Tesla stay between 796 and 842, and given the fact that it has been down for a little while, I would contemplate a longer term call option, hoping that the summer will change the dynamic of the technology sector, right? However, that is a hope. And it is not a certainty. So we always have some sort of risk when we trade options or stock for that matter. But I do think that with the RSI starting to move up, there's a good opportunity there. If you want to be safe, you could wait until Tesla get to above 936. The premium would be higher, but the probability of Tesla spiking further is higher. Above 936, we would be looking at $1,006, and then 1105, 1189, and 1243. 1243 is previous all-time high. It seems really far-fetched right now when Tesla is in the mid or low 800, but keep in mind Q1, if it blows Q4 out of water, that would be a major catalyst because Q4 historically has been the best quarter, and Q1 usually drop off from Q4. But this year, Q1, we have Giga Austin, and Giga Berlin has received a little bit more approval, although not final approval, but it is getting there. So Q2, we would even have better stories to tell. But I think Q1 is still going to be a legend and dwarfed all other quarters, even Austin Gigafactory coming online, as well as the rest of the other factories improving efficiency and Tesla as a whole. I believe that the employees at Tesla worked tirelessly and very hardworking to try to get Tesla the best sales results given any quarter. So I have a lot of faith in the Tesla team to deliver this quarter on top of the fact that Giga Austin coming online. All in all, if you look at the weekly chart, Tesla is making a higher low compared to May of 2021, with the low at the time was 569, and then it made a higher high at 1243, and now it is making a higher low in order to spike further. Now, one can interpret that way, or it could also move down further and then back up, creating a head and shoulder, right? So on the weekly chart, which is a much longer term time frame, it's really hard to say whether Tesla will be resuming bullish based off of this pattern. All I can see is that 3 times over the last few weeks, it bounced right off of 50 weeks SMA, which is $796. So I have reason to believe that it wants to move higher, but evidence of moving higher would have to be back to 860, or at the very least above $842 by the end of the week. So this is it for this video. Thank you very much for all of your support, checking in on me, and for watching this video thus far. I am back now, and I hope to continue providing more videos for you guys in the next couple of days. And until the next video, bye.